I'm going to do a test and try to find out approximately how much power these two impacts from Harbor Freight have that I bought recently. I bought the earthquake half-inch drive impact because my old Ingersoll Rand that was pretty good finally gave it up, and I'm not going to try to get a kit for it and fix it, I don't think, because it's 20 years old. It's kind of obsolete. So I also recently bought, and haven't really used it on anything yet, this electric half-inch impact from Harbor Freight, and it's their Bauer brand. It's the higher end brand that they're carrying now, that and their Hercules, which I haven't tried yet. I'm going to loosen up a bolt on the front drive. I already put some oil on it. I'm going to find out, I got a big torque wrench here, I'm going to find out just how much it takes to break that thing loose. The reason I'm going to find out how much it takes to break it loose with the torque wrench is because on my job, the tire guy, he's pretty much the only one that takes my front tires off and puts them on with their big 1-inch drive shop impact. I hardly ever take them off at home, once in a great while, but anyway, I'm pretty sure he's the last one to put these on because he keeps me up with used tires all the time since I just drive local. I'm just going to keep adjusting the wrench higher and higher until it breaks loose, if it breaks loose. If it doesn't, then I know that he's got it on there way tighter than it should be. I'll just keep doing that and get back on video when I find out. Okay, I got it to break loose at 550 foot-pounds. Now I'm going to try the air impact. Sorry about the wind noise. It's winter. Turn this thing all the way up. Tighten this thing down. Now, I'm not going to get all the potential this impact has because I do have an adapter. I don't have a what size socket is this? 1 5/16. I don't have one in a half-inch drive, so I do have to use an adapter. But it will at least give me an accurate comparison between the air and the electric one. Now let me try this again and see what it breaks loose at. Well, we started out at 350 and it's holding at that. Crank it up to 400. Holding at 400. 425. It's holding at 425. 450. It's holding at 450. 525. Feels like I think it's getting ready to break loose. 550. That's where the guy at the shop did it with his 1-inch. And it's still holding. 575. Still holding. 600, and it started to break loose. It doesn't give me another graduation, but there is more space after the 600. No, it's not much more. It breaks loose though. 600 foot-pounds we got out of it. Well, that's almost half what it says. I mean, that's more than half what it says it'll do. So let's test it again. I'll loosen it up and test it again with the electric. Okay, well, I'm going to start out at 250. $275, 325, 350, 375, 425, 450. I really didn't think it'd go that far. There, it's breaking loose here. So, between 450 and 475 is what she's got. Of course, it claims to be 1,050. Well, Harbor Freight, we put a test on it. It certainly doesn't do 1,050. Of course, I'm sure that there's no such thing as a half-inch drive impact that can. It'd tear it up if it was able to. But there we have it. We'll give it the 475 because the adapter to bring it from half-inch to 3/4 inch is going to absorb some of that impact. So it's good for 475. That's a little less than half of what it's rated for. So there's a test right there. Here's a closer look at these two impacts. I don't have the box to this Earthquake XT that I have to look at the video to see what it went up to. I think it was 550, didn't it? Probably would have done a little more if we didn't have that adapter on it. And here is the Bauer, and of course there's our advertising right there. Of course that says breakaway, it doesn't say tightening. It's not going to be twice the power breaking loose than what it is tightening. I think we all know that. And I used it yesterday trying to break some shocks loose, some shock absorbers that I changed on the truck, and it could not do it. So I believe that the loosening power is really not any more than the tightening power. Tightening power, we just proved that it's about 475 foot-pounds. And here's what the wrench looks like, a little closer look. Got that on sale for $100. I think it goes for 120. Of course, I round off all the nines, $9.99. I round all that off. And I don't remember what this one was. I want to say 160, I think, is the regular price. I might have got it for 130 or something like that on sale. I don't remember. But I do highly recommend, well, I guess either one, really. This one is good for the price, and it's got plenty of power. I think it's about the same as the Ingersoll Rand that died on me. And this one is not quite as strong. Of course, it's bigger and bulkier. It will be with electric, being an electric one. Don't know how long it's going to last, but as a backup, or for using someplace where you're going to have trouble getting air to it, but an extension cord would be easier. Yeah, I don't, for $100, yeah, sure, why not? It's a good tool. And the lug nuts on a big truck are supposed to be tightened at 450 foot-pounds anyway, so both of these are actually tight enough to put those wheels on with either one of these half-inch drives. Okay, that'll be the end of this video. Thanks for watching.